What to do, people? This is your boy Casey, and I am back here with another episode of the 10 Minute or Less Show. This is a lighthearted, refreshing show about nothing, where I talk about things that may or may not be in your algorithm. First up, politics. Donald Trump wants us to merge with Canada. Now, I'm a fan of this because I love hockey. I'd love to go to Canada and go to some of those great hockey games. We have great hockey games in the US, but I'd like to go to Canada when my favorite team, St. Louis Blues, travels. I don't have a passport right now. Not saying I can't get one, but I'm too lazy to go get one, so I don't have one. But I'd like to be able to travel up there without needing an extra ID. Um, so that'd be cool. I think it would. Merging with Canada would also destroy any need that we have for a northern border. Um, and it allow us to just focus on the southern border and put up a wall between the U.S. and Mexico. Um, I mean, that's what it seems like. I think that's the ulterior motive, but I'd use it to go to hockey games. Sports. We're going to talk about the MVP race. All right, in first place, I got the Joker, aka Nikola Jokic. He's second in points and assists, and he's third in rebounds. I don't think that there's anybody on the planet playing better basketball than Nikola Jokic. Second up, it's unfortunate because SGA is probably never going to get an MVP because the Joker is so good. But second up, I got SGA. Let's say the Joker gets hurt and he doesn't play anymore. I think SGA gets it because he's third in points and in steals. He's done an amazing thing with OKC, and he's definitely one of the top guards in the NBA right now. I think SGA is still under Luca, but I'd pick SGA over Kyrie. I'd pick him over my favorite basketball player right now, Trey Young. I'd pick SGA over him, but only SGA. I wouldn't pick anybody else over Trey. I wouldn't even I wouldn't even pick SGA over Trey. Trey, you're still my favorite. Um, anyway, and then third is Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum is third in MVP race, but he's fourth in points and fifth in threes made. It's tough being JT because he has Jalen Brown on his team, and he has Kristaps Porzingis, and then Derek White will, go up and get it off the glass, or sometimes they even pass it to Derek White and he'll shoot it. The Celtics have so many options on their team that JT can't really be selfish and take all the points, and do all the things that he could do if he was on a losing team. But yeah, they have too many options, so JT's not going to make MVP. Because if JT wants to be MVP, he's gonna have to be selfish and take more shots and all of that stuff. He's not gonna pass the ball, so then Celtics would lose in order for that to happen. I don't think he wants that to happen, so JT's not gonna be the MVP. I think Joker's definitely gonna be MVP. So those are the top three, in my opinion. So we talked about the top three. Really, the only people who count are the top two. So Joker, then SGA. Next, Defensive Player of the Year race. I think AD has got this one. I think AD is Defensive Player of the Year. He's fifth in rebounds and third in blocks. I mean, Wemby is first in blocks, but Wemby doesn't do anything else defensively. Um, he doesn't go get rebounds, which is crazy because he's the biggest dude isn't he the tallest person in the NBA? He's 7'4". He makes Rudy Gobert look small. I saw him standing next to Rudy Gobert. I thought he made Rudy look like he was only like 6'8", and Rudy's like 7'2". So yeah, Wemby second defensive player of the year just because he's a sophomore. He's still so young. What's he like 20 years old? He's 20 years old. He's 7'4", but he moves like a guy who's 6'4", even though he's 7'4". Um, so yeah, he's first in blocks. He doesn't do anything else defensively, but he can guard 1 through 5, which is something that AD can't do. I don't think AD can guard 1 through 5. I think AD can probably guard maybe 3 through 5. Um, but I would still put him in as the defensive player of the year just because at least he gets rebounds. He's not just he what Wemby's doing right now is Wemby has the talent and the skill and the ability, but he's not actually going for the rebounds, which is a part of defense. Okay, you stop you stop the opposing team from getting second and third and fourth chance points by getting rebounds. Wemby's not doing that. Now, is that a part of their scheme? I don't know. I'm not in the locker room. All I'm saying is, with my eyes, AD's number one. And then for number three, we got Dyson Daniels from the Atlanta Hawks. Go Hawks. Dyson Daniels only been in the league for what, like 2-3 years, and he's got the most steals. He's a steals leader. So shout out to Dyson Daniels. I don't think anybody else defensively really matters other than those three. So I got 80's number one, Wemby's two, and then Dyson Daniels is number three. We'll see what the NBA actually does, but I think I'm right. Last thing about the NBA, we'll talk about Trae Young. Trae Young is a walking double double. Um, he's 34% from the three, and he's 40% from the field goal. I think he's going to get snubbed from All Star again. You got to think Trae Young is the Hawks' star. He's getting double teamed and triple teamed, and you know when the opposing team does their defensive schemes, they scheme for Trae Young. Um, so he's doing amazing. He's got the Hawks looking good as a team, as a unit. Um, but he's still going to get snubbed, unfortunately. But don't worry, Trae Young. I'm still a fan. All right, next. Walking double double. Snubbed every time. All right, third thing. We got a local hero. His name is Nicholas Bostic from Lafayette, Indiana. On December 24th of 2024, this is just a few days ago, this man was delivering pizzas and he saw a house that was on fire. This man stopped doing his job. He's not even an EMT or firefighter, police, nothing like that. He's a pizza delivery guy. He saw a house that was on fire, didn't even give it a second thought. Stopped his car, jumped out, ran into the house, and saved 5 kids. He saved 5 children. Look it up. Nicholas, Nicholas, Bostic, B as in boy, Ostic. At some point, I'm going to get the ability to put stuff on the screen. I'm going to be like, Nicholas Bostic, and then it'll show up. Right now, I don't. But Lafayette, Indiana, uh, Christmas Eve of last year, just a few days ago, saved 5 kids. The man couldn't see because smoke is everywhere. He's breathing in the smoke. He's getting burnt up. He had to jump out of a window to save one of the kids. He hurt his arm. Um, Incredible. Good job. Good job, Nicholas Bostic. He was congratulated by the mayor of Lafayette, Indiana, and by the police department. Now, this is just me. Now, I used to be an EMT. I was an Army medic for 10 years. Now, when EMTs do their job, we don't get commendation, like talk about for real, because it's our job. When people see EMTs, Army, soldiers and stuff, they go, oh, thank you for your service. We be like, yeah, what's up? But when somebody who's a pizza delivery driver does something that even most EMTs wouldn't do, most police officers wouldn't do, run into a burning building, not saying that their heart's not in the right place, but it's just something that most people like when we see fire, it's like, oh, shoot, I'm not going in there, let the fire department handle it. Because if I go in there, I'm going to die. This guy, he just ran in there. So I think that, I'm not saying that the governor or the president didn't say anything about him. I'm just saying when I looked up Nicholas Bostic, I only saw that the mayor said something about it. So this guy, he deserves a statue or something. Like y'all need to build a bronze bust of this guy's face in the town of Lafayette, Indiana. Put it right at the state capitol. Who's that, mommy? That's Grandpa. Grandpa Nick saved 5 kids in the middle of his pizza deliveries. Yeah. He's got a GoFundMe. Because he's got medical bills. He did a lot of smoke inhalation. And he jumped out of a window, so you know. His GoFundMe is Nick Bostic. That's Nick, B as in boy, Ostic. You'll see it here. Use your imagination. It's right here. It's not right there. Use your imagination. And then there's a comma, and then the word hero, Hero, and then in parentheses it says Nicholas Bostic. So again, his GoFundMe is Nick Bostic, comma, hero, parentheses, Nicholas Bostic, parentheses. His goal was 100K. He has raised over 600K, but for what he did, he deserves a little more. I like he's raised 6 times what he went out for initially. I'd like him to get 10 times. So whoever watches this, y'all go on and share. Look up his GoFundMe. Y'all send that man some more money because he didn't have to do what he did. That man saved 5 children. That's amazing. That's the Lord. Thanks, Jesus. Mm. Last subject of the night. We're going to talk a little bit about our sponsor for the show today, Ally Marketplace. Ally Marketplace is a brand new business being built as we speak. It is a company founded from a passion to help other people and the necessity to improve access to high quality CBD products. CBD is currently being used by millions of Americans to help increase their focus, improve their mood, decrease pain, improve anxiety, improve stress, and improve their sleep. I use it, millions of Americans use it, and if you need it, you should use it too. And so what I'd love for you to do is go down to the description of this video down that way and follow all of our social media pages. You just click the links that I put down there, and you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and stay tuned and up to date as we build this company and share our progress with you. But that'll definitely show your support for Ally, for me, for my business partners, our interns. We are working extremely hard to get this done, and it would show us that you support us and would like access to the safest and highest quality CBD on the whole planet. But that is it for this episode. I love you. God bless you. Y'all have a great, great, great new year.